I'll show you after some time for this. And before starting, we just know about the electrical plans, and there are some drawings which is used for the visualization. So here we are starting. There was in a plan where we use a mechanical, electrical, and plumbing portion. Here we having using the plumbing portion and the electrical portion for that. That's a plan. Okay. There was just a drawing which you just indicate. Like here we having the HUC AHU system. Like here for the induction of the air, we just use the refusers and diffusers there. After it, we are using the cable tray for the light for the connection, plumbing part for the you can say the oversupply of the water. And apart from that, there was a such type of lights we just have to integrate. Like we having a fluorescent light and a spot light. There were several types of light we are using in interior. Like where sometimes when I was just working for the conference room, we are using the fluorescent light over there because the influence of the like a flux of the fluorescent light might be you can say in much they can diffuse in some type of cone variance because you can see whenever just a light is working, they're having some cone variance, the dispersion value of the light where they have to disperse. So the fluorescent light having a much more dispersion value, so we are using over there. Area light is just a rectangular light we are using. And suspending light is a hanging light. Tracking light we are using in the you can say in a wall mounted. We are using a tracking light over too. And
Right.
apart from that, there was a such you can say the three-bedroom wire plan diagram, which I just want to indicate like how we just indicate the wires. There was an Indian plan. Don't go with the like if you're not from the American plan, just going for the Indian plan. So we're having such type of 9 inches wall over there where we're having the doors elements, and here you can see the electrical fixtures which are just placed over there, and the plan is moving like here. The dotted line indicates the wire system, the wire connectivity from the main AHU system that we have the duplex over there. And apart from that, there was a light which are passing from there. Here we are having a lights for this, the fan indicator, the outdoor, the doorbell, and the light bars too. They're having a several things for this. Okay.
Yeah.
And there wasn't just a simple indicator that we use for that. Like here we're having some things like lighting fixtures and the light, the connection between them. It might be shown like they are connected to each other with the using of wires. But we doesn't use wires over there. There was single type of connection we are using right now. Okay. And there was an
Yeah.
amplifier where we just connect all the AHU connection, all the lighting fixtures together for this. There was a main supply, you can say. Okay, so that's a thing. I just want to interact with you. Like, there's other things we're gonna learn. In today's class, that was just an introduction for this. And here there was a work session of a Revit architecture where we're gonna see the several things. The topmost layer, you can see the ribbon bar, which having the architecture layouts between them. Here you can see we're having the wall. There was a firstly, I just want to elaborate one thing. Revit has been divided into three parts. The first part, which is we're gonna learn, that was a Revit architecture, and the second was Revit structure, and the third but not least is the Revit MEP, mechanical, electrical, and plumbing parts. Okay, and in our session, we're gonna learn about the mechanical, electrical, and plumbing part, and we are focusing on the electrical stuff. So these
Yeah.
are the fundamentals we just have to know before starting anything. Here you can see the file structure just depended upon like here we having a new file. Have you worked in a Revit before this class sessions?
No.
They were first screen for you, know. So I just
Yeah.
elaborate everything for this. Here we
Okay.
having the new portion. Before starting this, I just want to know, elaborate one thing. Like before you start this thing, you can see one thing more. Whenever you create here, you can see that there's a new project option. Here we
Okay.
having the template option. So what do you mean by templates? According to you, have you heard this word, the templates,
Yeah.
and what
Yeah.
it mean? So
It's
what do you
like
mean
just
by
a
it?
sample kind of a thing.
This might be you can say that it was a sample of thing. So sometimes why we use the templates and why it's a basic need for the templates. The basic thing just we have to know because Revit has that type of software. Interior designer also work there. As a structure designer also work there. If you're going for electrical and plumbing part, you can also work there. There are several users which are using the Revit. So how would Revit initiate like the user is from this background or they are using for the mechanical, electrical, plumbing or the everything? The template is the one of the most important thing. We just have to preoccupy the units and the system we are using over there. Okay, so we having a several types of template here. The imperial system, it might be shown like you are working for the inches and the feet and inches way. Okay, and in
Hmm.
metric you just go for the working about the meters. Okay,
Okay.
if you want to work on the meters, we having a several units too. We can change the unit according to our configuration. You can don't worry about it. Here we're
Okay.
having a construction template. If you want to go with the construction, like if you want to know how the load we are assigning on a structure, whether the structure is compatible or not, is it a proper structure? Because being a civil engineer, being a designer, your first priority should be safety. So we're gonna learn
Mm.
about it, like the whether the software is whether is a building is compatible for it or not. Okay, the first thing we have to know about the empirical construction templates. In this, we are working on the templates. An empirical architectural template. Here we're gonna learn about the architectural systems, like what type of system we are gonna know. In architecture, we're having a several things. In architecture, we are divided in two portions. Like we are working on a residential and a commercial. You heard this thing before, residential. What do you mean by residential? Where we live. And if I are talking about the commercial portion, where we work. Where we live is a residential and where we work is in commercial. We are working both the terms in between them. Like if you want to know about the electrical part, we can work on a residential as well as the commercial parts too. So that's are the correlation between them. Here for the MEP portion, you just have to take the empirical system templates. Okay. So whenever just you choose this thing, and it might be shown like that you are working like this. And here you can see this is a property bar. If you want to change any property, if you want to change anything, if you want, like if you want to change the scale, the visibility, and if you're working with someone, you can change anything about the property plans. And here you can see the project browser. In project browser, we having a several things. First, we have to starting with the electrical portion. In electrical portion, we having a lightings. Lightings, we having a floor one because you can see whenever just I just want to place a lighting, I just know about my ceiling plan where I just want to assign a ceiling. Like according to me, if I just working with a 12 feet of wall, we are using 11 feet or a 10.5 feet for the electrical part. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
for the ceiling portion, and you're having a ceiling plans too over there. After that, you're working with the power. Power is a that thing that you, if you want to know, if you want to play with the switches, if you want to play with the connections, you can go with the powers. And if you want to play with the, if you want to play or to know like how much intensity of a light we are using, you can go with the powers too. And here we are having a electrical 3D portion where just I just want to know ki how much electricity, what type of product we are designing in a 3D. Before starting this thing, the Revit architecture is that type of software which is designed by the Autodesk. Have you heard this word? Autodesk
Yeah.
is that type of company. They are designing such type of simulation software which are using for the interior designing, civil engineering, and several designings too. Okay, so what was the main difference between Revit and AutoCAD? Before we are starting for this, if I talk about the AutoCAD, we first we have to create a 2D plan over there. After that, if you want to convert 2D to 3D, you can just shift your workspace to a 3D and you can create the 3D views too. And
Okay.
the one drawback for the AutoCAD is that whenever just creating a 3D view, you can't be able to reverse it. You can't be change the 3D to the 2D view. That's the main thing. And in Revit architecture, we are working parallel towards a 2D and a 3D. You have created a 2D line and the 3D line has been created partially. So that's the main difference between AutoCAD and a Revit architecture. Okay, why we are using Revit? That's the main thing. And in electrical portion, we're having a mechanical portion too. In mechanical portion, we are working with HVAC, heat ventilation and conduction plans. And here we're having a floor plans and a mechanical and a ceiling plans too. Same as well as the power supplies, they are working over there. And here you can see in any portion there was an elevation. So what do you mean by elevation? If I just want to see my elevation from the east view, you can see with the east, north, south, west. They are the four views which they are using over there. Apart from that, last but not least, it was the plumbing part. The same as usual, we are using this thing. They're having the legends and the schedules and the sheet too. The first thing, whenever you are working, I just want to know your designation. What is your qualification according to me?
I'm an electrical engineer.
You are a mechanical engineer, okay.
Electrical.
Okay, you are an electrical engineer. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So whenever just I just want to you can say disperse my sheet. I just want to elaborate my project in front of our organization or in front of my our government policies. We just have to design or align a sheet over there. So by this we can easily align the sheet. They're having a sheet templates too. We can just assign our project in front of them, and it might be sealed like your project has to be sealed. Okay,
Yeah.
and here you can see the display option. Like there was an option which you have to display like a fine project if you want to see like coarse, medium, and fine. Fine was the highest quality which you are using, and here you can see the realistic shaded, consistent colors, hidden wire lines, and wireframes too. Sun path if you want to. There's a portion which you are using in Revit architecture. If you want to create your own building, you can create it by looking this. There was an architecture way out, and for the MEP portion, for the electrical portion, you just have to go for the system. And whenever you just click on a system, here you can see the first portion should be divided, should be in HVAC. Here you can see in HVAC, the first portion should be duct, where you just have to create a duct and how the duct is, how your duct would be shaped. Like if you want to select a rectangular or a circular or a dimensional, you can see the ducts over there. Duct fitting over there, if you want to choose a duct fitting. Duct accessory if you want to. If you want to convert a flex duct, you can using. There's a duct, there was a mechanical portion. Apart from that, we are working over here. There was a mechanical equipment for this and the plumbing parts too. From here, we are starting the electrical portion. The first thing which we have to learn the arc wires, spline wires, chamfered wires, the cable tray, the conduit, which you're gonna learn about the parallel conduit, and there were some types of, you can say, the fittings over the electrical fixtures we have. We are having a devices too, like electrical fixtures, communication, data, fire alarm, lighting, nurse call, security, and telephones too. Here we having the lighting fixtures too. If you want to assign some lighting fixture, you can assign like a place in a vertical phase, or if you want to align to be in your ceiling, you can easily align it over there. Okay, and here you can see there's a four cameras in each of the view, east, west, north, south. You can change it according to your configuration.
Okay.
Okay, anything about it? Do you having any doubt regarding anything? I'm just here for you.
Yeah. Yeah. No, now it's good.
Now it's good. Okay. So here you can see in a first drawing, I have just created the first of the drawings. Here I just want to elaborate the each and function of the HVAC. Like here we having the pipe systems. Okay, I just go with the fine, and it might be for the realistic, and it might be good for this. Like here, go for the consistent color. It might be good. Like here you can see we having the some type of diffusers and the other portions. These are the drawings over there. And whenever just go with the 3D portion, and the 3D portion should be look like this. Here you can see I have created one of the dead portion. I have created a one of the floor plan, the hotel plan, and a hotel plan having a several rooms. For that I just hide it. Okay, for that these are the switches which we gonna assign for the cable connections, for the your lighting fixtures. And here you can see we're having some lighting fixtures too over there. There was on a one of the column, like we are using the conduit over there, the cable tray, and the one of the my amplifier should be there. We are using the cable tray in both the connections. Like here you can see the wiring connection are going over there. These are the mechanical fittings which we're gonna create in after some classes. These are
Okay.
the main supply for the heat ventilation air condition. These are the supplies too. Here you can see there's a water supply engine, so don't go with them. That's a water supply engine, okay, where you
Mm-hmm.
have to create, where you can see the hot water and the cold water supplies might be good for there. Okay,
Okay.
these are the portion. Here you can see we have created the one of the hot water supply and a cold water supply system too. These are the
Mm-hmm.
working drawings.
Okay.
That's project are working right now.
Okay.
There is a one of the project. There's a one hotel which was designed in, you can say, in Haryana and
Mm-hmm.
Panchkula. They are working over. There's a live project. I just want to sharing this thing.
Okay.
These are the HU product we are working over there. And apart from that, these are the main suppliers over there. If you want to see this, like these are, if you can see, there's a rectangular duct for this. And here you can see the ASU filter bag, which having the three layers of the coil. And these are the connection between them. Here you can see these are the connections. And there's a rectangular duct we are using. And here we having, you can see the AHU coil refrigerant, because we are having a two portion, indoor and outdoor. If we are working with a, like according to our weather, it was too warm right now, so we are using the ACs for that. If we want a cold air, so these are the refrigerator which are using the cold air for that. Or apart from that, which they, if I want to like a warm air for the heaters type, they can separate it for like this. Here you can see the rectangular duct and the portion too. And apart from that, here you can see the AHU inspection module, which is the main component in the all the system. Like these are the inspection module which we gonna assign, like how much what was the index level we are suffering, and it was a polluted layer or we are surviving in a natural layer. They are the module, they can maintain each and everything. And apart from that, here you can see rectangular duct, and there's an AHU fan module which has the power to, like you can say, the fan is just for the circulate all of this supply to the induct air, and this air should be supplied. Here you can see this air should be supplied in the next level where we having this unit, and here we can spread this thing should be in a VAV unit. VAV unit is a that type of parallel fan. They separate all over things should be the surface of the pipe, and these are conducted in this type of funnels over there. The supply diffusers, and here you can see these are the diffusers over there. And in a pink portion, they will see the conduct duct air, and the pink portion it should be as the diffusers. Diffuser and diffuser, we are having two parts over there. So these are the working drawings which we gonna learn in our classes.
Okay.
There's a just you can say that was just electrical and mechanical portion. I just want
Mm-hmm.
to show you one of the most important thing, like if I just working with the plumbing portion, I have several things about the plumbing too, like where I just elaborate. Like I think we're having a plumbing portion in my hard disk, so I will show you later.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
so these are the working drawings which we gonna learn. In today's section, it was just you can say the introduction part between both of us, like how we are using and what type of things we're gonna learn, what was the basic need for that. If you're having any doubt and query, you can just clear it from myself. And here we're having a Revit. It is looking like this, and just you just have to
Okay.
open this.
Okay.
So that was the user interface. Whenever you just open a Revit, this type of welcome screen has been appears to you. And in this type of screen, you're having a two modules over there. One was the
Okay.
modules, what is known as the models over there, and second was the families. So
Yeah.
what was the main difference between the models and the families? We're gonna elaborate. Like the models, these are the structures which we're gonna assign, like the wall structure, you can say anything that we having working with the walls. These are the models, and the families is that type of things which we're gonna assign over there. The assets we are using, it was a part of our families. Like in our electrical portion, we are using the ducts over there. We are using the electrical fixtures over there. These are the families.
Okay.
Okay, there's a predefined family which are generated with the Autodesk and a Revit architecture. We just have to assign it according to our requirement, according to our situation. So
Okay.
here you can see in empirical, we just have to use the system template and just come for this. And these are the screens which we're gonna assign over there. So which type of units are you compatible to working? Like which type of units you are using for working? Whether it was
In
inches, centimeters, or meters.
so over here it is imperial system, so it is all
The
meters.
thing is that it's depend upon you. Which type of units do you want? Just tell me one.
Imperial. Sorry, go for no, go for metric. Go for centimeters and meters and all. That is easier for me to understand.
Okay, so here you can just press UN. There was a shortcut command which is used for the units here. Here we're
Mhm.
having the length portion. Whenever I just click here, here you can see the feet and inches. If we want to change it for the centimeter, the decimeters, and anything you want, like you're
Okay.
comfortable with centimeters, you just place it over there. Rounding should be wherever you want. Like I just place it as zero and just okay. So here you can see our overall units have been changes into a centimeters, like 125, 1235 centimeters over there. By this, you can change the units too. If you want to change the units, you can change it over there. Okay.
So when I open my Revit software,
Mhm.
then I come to a
Mhm.
project homepage, and then
Yeah.
I don't know where do I go after that.
Can you
Like,
please
can I?
share your screen?
Yeah, I'll share my screen. Can you see my
Also,
screen?
these are, yeah, yeah, I can easily see your screen.
Yeah. So this is the page that opens up. Like when I open, then
First of all, just turn off this and open it once in front of me. That's the main screen. Now, so just go for the,
yeah,
you are using Revit 2021. This is the same version we are using both of us. And
yeah.
just click on a new in the models. And now you just have to choose a template file. So then in the US, you are using, which version you are using? It was a purchase
2021.
version.
In US, it's imperial system.
Okay, so that you are working for the system tabs. Do you having a system? You are working the MEP Imperial for this.
Okay. Should I go for MEP
MEP,
imperial? Okay.
yeah, yeah, and okay,
And
it might be look like this. And now you have to go for the system tabs.
yeah, but it's still like saying processing or opening, right?
Yeah, it might be take some time. So what type of configuration do you have with your laptop?
it takes a little time. I don't know.
Which type of configuration do you have with your laptop, like whether it was i5 or i7?
This is the which is this one? This is the Z HP one, right? Laptop.
Okay. Okay, these are the home screen. You just
Yeah.
have to no worried about it. You just have to close it. Do one thing. There was
If
a
I close
project
it, it
browser.
goes to again the first page, right?
Okay, okay, no issue, no issue. You just have to do one thing. And here is a project browser. Here you can see the views and MEP. Just click over there, having the plus option over there.
The
No, no, not for there. The left hand side, you having the project browsers.
Oh, okay, here. All right. I can see this. This
Here
one,
is a
right?
plus. You can see the plus sign. You just have to click over there. And there was a project admin, and there were several things. And the legends.
All these things.
In project admin, just have to turn on. Just turn on the project admin.
Can I give you access to the screen?
I don't think so. We're having access about it. Like, if you're
Okay.
having the access, just give it to me.
I don't know how do you do
Is it?
that. Oh, share
Uh,
control. Okay, fine. I can give you. Okay, you have the control now.
aren't having a control. Like,
Give control to this thing, organizer. I said yes. I think you have to accept it.
no need to accept it. There's no need for that.
Okay, fine. All right. So, yeah, so
Just
you
click
can
on project admin. Just click on project admin.
project admin. Where is project admin?
In project
Here.
browser, you
Okay,
can
I saw
see.
it. Okay, I can see. Yeah.
Yeah, just click over there, the plus sign. Ma'am, the thing is that all of the workstation has been changed.
Okay.
You have to change the software too for that.
Okay.
Should I give you the link for that?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. No, I don't have the link for
I-
that.
I'll give you the link for that. Okay, I'll share the link
Okay.
with ma'am and ma'am will provide it to you. That's
Okay.
the version we are using. Same the Revit 2021. You just have to uninstall this and install that
Mhm.
software for that. I'll show you the video where you have to just find your how you activate the software for that. Okay, I'll show you the video
Okay.
too.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Okay,
Fine.
but just because this is so you can say there was a totally change walkthrough, so I can't even to work over there because the things that we're gonna learn, it must be like you can say there's nothing about it. So that's the main thing.
Okay. So over here, like I can't do anything, right? In this one.
It doesn't need to do anything here. I think
Okay.
there's totally change. Like if you're working with a system, just
Okay.
click on a system tab. System tab in topmost a ribbon bar layer. We having the system tabs too. Just click over there in a ribbon bar. Ribbon bar. I'm in a topmost layer.
I'm so bad at it. Sorry.
No issues,
So
no issues, no issues.
this one
I'm there
system.
for you.
Okay. Okay. System.
You have to change the software, ma'am. The main thing. You
Okay.
have to change it. Okay.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Fine.
So I'll share you the version for that, and after that we're gonna start our new session. The first session should be an introduction part, and it's
Okay.
so
Fine.
good to interact with you.
Okay.
Do you having any doubt and queries about the session which we are going today? Like any
No. No.
doubts regarding Revit?
No.
Is it clear to you?
Yeah, it is clear. There's no problem with that. So I just want to
Okay.
like know how to open and how to open to go to the files and also this is what I'm stuck with. Like, I mean, I don't know what to do further than this one.
Actually, you just have to change the software first. Whenever you just
Yes.
change it, you have nothing doubt about it.